I'm kind of tired of it, but then also deep down, I kind of secretly love it all. So I don't know which camp you fall into. All right, so my Sephora order arrived yesterday, and there's a couple of items that still have yet not arrived. They were shipped separately, so I am still waiting for those, and I will pop those up in the corner in a picture so that way you will know what I ordered. A very warm welcome to any new viewers. My name is Katie. I am 37 years old and I love beauty and home fragrance. So if that type of content interests you, stick around and hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome back. All right, so there's a ton of these videos right now on YouTube, so I'm gonna try to cut to the chase. I'm gonna just go ahead and show you some of the things that I have hauled. And to be very honest with you, some of these brands got out ahead of the Sephora sale and were offering better discounts on either their websites or another retailer was offering the same discount I would have gotten at Sephora, and they were offering it before the sale started. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start out with two of the products that I picked up through Nordstrom. I honestly love their customer service. I love that they ship things for free and I can ship it back for free. My nearest Nordstrom is an hour and a half away over in Scottsdale Fashion Square, so I don't get to just pop in there and test these things out. So two foundations that I had named on my Sephora wish list video, which I will link in the cards up above. I mean, the sale's already over, but if you want to check that out, you can. Two of the foundations that I mentioned, the first one was the Dior Forever Matte. And I said that I wanted to pick this one up because one of my favorite people on here, Lisa J, raves about this formula. And we are heading into summer months. I live in Arizona. Everybody knows it's pretty toasty here in the summertime. So for me, I don't want any foundations that are going to add to the glow that my face is already going to be providing courtesy of Mother Nature during those months. So I am always looking for matte foundations as I head into the summertime. Now, like I said earlier, I am 37 years old. My preference is medium to full coverage, I would say. I don't have a ton of fine lines, but they are starting to show up. My age is catching up with me and there ain't nothing wrong with that. So anyways, I picked up this shade in 2.5 and I am wearing it today. It might look a little bit dark because I need to apply my sunless tanner, but this foundation I have worn 3 times now. I do like it. It does have great lasting power. I won't go into like a full-on review for this, but I do like it a lot. The only thing that is giving me a little bit of hesitation about it is that there is a chemical sunscreen in here. And I did notice after the first day that I wore it that I had a couple of little bumps on my skin. However, I am also trying out a new skincare item. So I'm trying to narrow it down to see which item it was that caused the breakout that day. The next product that I picked up is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. I hate to say it, but I think that this one is going to go back simply because the shade is off. It's too light for me right now, and the shade that I need is out of stock, which is a bummer. But I do like the other foundation that I picked up. I will keep this one on my list to possibly try again the next time the sale rolls around. Sticking with complexion products, I did pick up the Dior Powder No Powder. I'm sorry if the lights are really bright and glaring off of that. I picked it up in the shade 2N, and I did apply it on my face today. It does give a very nice airbrushed finish to the face. Now, one of the things that I have heard on the reviews is that this does hit hard pan pretty easily and that sometimes it can be difficult to pick up with the brush. So I might have to apply a little bit more. I did use it today. Now, granted, remember that if you see that I look shiny, it is because I am under like a ton of lights right now and I can't hide anything from you guys with all of this lighting on. But I do like it. It does give kind of that airbrushed effect to my pores. The reason I was interested in picking up some tinted powder was because I want something that I can apply over my tinted sunscreen on days where I am just wanting to keep it very minimal and simple and yet still look put together. I will usually just throw on my Ulta MD tinted sunscreen, but if I can put a powder on over it that just kind of airbrushes everything, that's the way that I would like to go. Now, I said that I was going to pick this one up. It was already sitting in my cart, and you better believe that I picked it up. It is the much hyped about Gucci bronzer. Ladies, this one is beautiful. I picked it up in the shade 2 and I did apply it this morning. Everything that I have heard hyped up about it, it's true. This has a very reddish neutral undertone to it. I will go ahead and swatch it here on my hand. If you can pick that up, I hope it picks up for you. I mentioned that this bronzer appealed to me because it has those slightly neutral, more red undertones to it, especially this shade. There is a slight fragrance to this bronzer, which does make me a little bit nervous because my skin typically does not like fragrance, but I'm hoping it won't be a problem because it just went on so beautifully. It was everything that I was hoping it would be. They were out of stock of my very favorite Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So I went ahead and picked up a mini size. I still have half a bottle of the full size in my bathroom. This product has such a fine mist on it that I really don't go through it very quickly despite me using it almost every single day. So I do believe that this mini size should get me through until the next Sephora sale. Another product that was in my Sephora recommendations video is the Drunk Elephant Sweet Pitti Deodorant Cream. I did pick this up because this is my favorite natural deodorant. I mentioned before that the only reason I wear natural deodorants is that I find that I am less stinky with them than when I use the traditional deodorant and antiperspirant. I have strayed from this one in the past and I just always come back to it. It works exceptionally well for me. I picked up a Patrick Ta blush. I do not own any of these and the packaging is beautiful. I mean, you can see some of my fingerprints already on it. That part I don't like. But I went ahead and picked up the shade She's a Doll. Now I have not applied this yet because my eye look went a little bit warmer this morning than I was anticipating it to go. I'm going to be talking about that in just a moment. I am on a pink blush kick lately and this one just really spoke to me. I don't know why. It seems very bright and vibrant, but I'm feeling it right now. I did pick up another liquid blush that has not arrived yet. I was influenced by Jessica Braun. She mentioned the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch liquid blush, specifically in the shade Hope, was it? Yes, in the shade Hope. It looks like a beautiful soft pink mauve type of shade. That has not arrived yet, but I am very curious and excited to get my hands on that one as I have not tried any Rare Beauty products yet. Prior to the Sephora sale kicking off, Huda Beauty was doing a friends and family sale. I saw this palette in Sephora after I had already done my recommendations or wish list video, and for whatever reason, it caught my eye. I inquired about it on the Beauty Chit Chat group on Facebook, and all of the women were like, yes, you do want this palette. This is, I'm trying not to blind you. I went ahead and picked up the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. Now, like I said, Huda Beauty was running a friends and family sale. I got it for 25% off, so that's way better than my Sephora discount. And I played with it yesterday. If you are following me over on Instagram, oftentimes you'll get to see more eyeshadow looks and things like that because I talk a lot on stories, or I might post something with a different eyeshadow look. So if you're curious to see some looks that I come up with any makeup that I have, I mean, there's only so much that I can show on YouTube. Oftentimes check over on my Instagram because sometimes I'm posting more looks over on that platform. This palette is beautiful for spring and summer. It's a lot of those light, beautiful shades, but there's also some deep, like violet taupe, blue, but they lean more neutral. It's not like this like pop of color. I'm already thinking that that was a great purchase. Of course, I wanted to get the free shipping while I was on the Huda Beauty website, and so I decided to pick up the Glowish blush in the shade, what is this? Caring Coral. This is a beautiful shade as well, and it pairs really well with this Rose Quartz palette. I also think that a lot of the shades in the Rose Quartz palette will go together well with that new Patrick Ta blush that I got. So I'm pretty excited about the new blushes that I picked up. I have been on a foundation kick recently, but prior to that it was blush, and let's face it, I always love eyeshadows. Speaking of eyeshadow, I picked up a new eyeshadow palette that was not on my radar at all. It dropped at the beginning of the Sephora sale. I picked up the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 eyeshadow palette. Now, I am wearing this palette on my eyes today. You can see the look I got from it. Now, the stock photos of this palette make you think that this is a neutral to rosy, cool toned palette. It's not. It leans very, very warm. I was really hoping to demonstrate one of those new blush colors for you today, but because this eyeshadow look pulled so warm, I was not able to do so. So I ended up using my, the Tower 28 cream blush in the shade Power Hour. But yeah, you guys, I had mentioned this on my Instagram story. I don't really get the hype around this palette. The mattes are beautiful and easy to work with, but when I swatch this, every single shade pulls warm on there. So for $67, I already have shades like this in my collection. And the other thing is that these shimmer shades are glitter toppers. Now, when I say glitter, I'm not meaning like big chunky glitter, but it is very micro fine glitter. And a lot of people are like, oh, we'll just get a glitter glue. Well, my opinion is that if I spend $67 on an eyeshadow palette, I should not have to use a glitter glue to get it to perform to what I expect it to do. So I'm just gonna say right now that this palette has not impressed me. I am not sure that I will be holding on to this palette, as I already have similar eyeshadows in my collection that I think perform a little bit better. And yeah, I just don't think that this one was really worth the money. My bank account will be glad about that though. So there's looking on the positive side. I want to talk about two other products that have not arrived yet. They should be arriving soon. The first product that I picked up is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Foundation. So I am curious to try that one out because I have heard a lot of hype around it. The other product that I picked up was the Vacay All Day Sephora Favorites set. I love that Sephora puts together these little favorite sets because it's usually like a mixture of a couple of full-size products with some minis. And the discount on top of the already like bundled price, you get a pretty good deal and you get to try out a lot of products that maybe you've had your eye on. If there are products in those sets that don't appeal to you, you can always set them aside and then give them out as teacher gifts or to a friend that you think might like them. So I really like taking advantage of those sets, especially during the Sephora sales. They usually have a lot more of them to choose from during the November sale because they're gearing up for the holidays. But I picked up one of these like Vacay All Day sets last year and really liked it. And so I decided to pick this one up again this year. And it looks like they've got some good stuff in there. So I'm excited to get that one in. Talking about those Sephora favorite sets, another one that I picked up was this one, the Hello So Much Beauty to Try, it says. Now this, I think, is probably the best value that I got during the entire sale. I am actually really impressed with this little set. So the first thing in that set that I'm pulling out is the Better Not Younger hair mask. I have not tried this yet, but I feel like this is a pretty decent sample size. They also included in there like a travel size of the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I also got, what is this? This is a Tarte. Let me see here on the card. This is the Tarte Seed Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost Moisturizer. Not bad, not bad. We got a little tiny Soft Pinch Blush, Liquid Blush by Rare Beauty. This is in the shade Grace. My absolute favorite makeup remover, this is the Take the Day Off by Clinique, their cleansing balm. I like that this is the perfect size for traveling, as I am getting ready to maybe do some summer travels. This will be great to throw in my travel bag. I got a sample of Burberry Her perfume. And on top of that, you get a card for a 15% discount on any of the full-size products that were in here. You guys, I spent $8 on that whole bag. So I feel like that's a pretty good value to get to try out a couple of different brands. So I'm pretty happy that I decided to throw that into my cart at the last minute because I think I'm gonna like a couple of these products. And if not, I only spent $8 on them. Not too shabby. So that's gonna do it for what I picked up during the Sephora spring sales event. I didn't go too wild and crazy. Are there any products that you are so excited that you picked up? Are there any that you're like, ooh, I don't know if that was really worth the money? Let us know down below because we all need to know these types of things. Don't forget that if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button because it really helps me out. Thank you again for spending your time here with me today. And until my next video, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.